Now we are going to connect a TD 800/200, which is the S&P inline ducting fans. You will notice that in the booklet and on the back cover there is a wiring diagram for this fan. On the wiring diagram they illustrated the fan with a toggle switch which toggles between the high speed and the low speed. Very important that the fan, when connecting the fan directly with electricity, you only use one speed at a time. So it will either be LA, which is your high speed, or LB, which is your low speed, but never run the fan powered both speeds. You only power one speed. In the connection box there is also a warning label that actually tells you about the two speeds. When you remove the warning label, you will see neutral being the furthest point to your left, LA being the high speed in the middle, and LB being the furthest point to your right. You will notice that the LB is blank off because in most cases your fan runs on the high speed. Okay. You will notice that your fan has already got a gland through which you introduce your power supply. Right. There is also a fastening clamp there to keep your cable intact. Right. So now, very simple. You take your neutral and you insert it where the neutral connection box is, connection point, which is the furthest one to your left. Make sure that you properly fasten your cables. Your live, in this case we are going to connect it to the high speed of the fan, which is your point marked LA. That is your high speed of the fan. Properly fastened. That is your connection to the TD 800. Neutral to your left, marked with the point N, live to the LA, which is the high speed of the fan. You don't connect anything to LB when you connect something to LA. Should you require to run the fan on the low speed, you simply remove your live out of the LA terminal . Remove your live out of the LA terminal. Your neutral stay in the neutral terminal. At this point you break the blanking plate off and you put it in the LB. For this purpose we are not going to break the blanking plate off, but in practice you break off the blanking plate. Fasten your live to the LB terminal. You don't fasten anything to the LA terminal. Like we said before, when you run the fan, you run it on one speed only. So it will either be LA or LB. In this case we're running it on LB, which is the low speed. Nothing is connected to the LA, which is a high speed.